open, and this is something what NRZ are doing, and parallelly it is gonna be of BFS. But in all these rotation, it will be Oxygen's compound that they will be making a slam in, and in all these fights, it's BFS going down one by one, and also it is the player of Oxygen that will be on the back end side. But look at this, the rush that has come in suddenly, realizing the fact that Oxygen is on that slaughter mode. It is unstoppable now. It was back a moment back, it was High Brothers. Just look at the number of colors that are being thrown down. It's a complete rainbow-like situation wherein these both compound where we get to see and some more lightning, and that's something that justifies the fight that is going on to its own hand. Unstoppable, certainly looking not pretty good at this moment as Hassan and Claw and Merciful still surviving. Insane has been pulled down, but Oxygen slowly and certainly the player will be taken down. But NRZs in all these push, in all these fights, they have also let down their name and their fame. But Leviathan is still surviving. We have seen this player in the past that he has lived up to their expectation, and he is the last hope for NRZ as he needs to give the revival to the rest of the player. Will he be able to do so? Will Unstoppable let them flourish? Because it's Unstoppable that again living up to the expectation with 6 players alive, with 6 kills and all the 4 players alive. They are pretty much looking strong. They have the numbers advantage. They have the zone. Most importantly, they have the compound.
They most certainly do for the moment, but along with that, it comes in with the third party. It is going to be Rude Dude chiming in along to get some fights, and alongside that, BFS also utilizing the entire ruckus that was just showcased between these two compounds right here. Where 5 teams just jumped in along to get a better half of their opponents. BFS moved on along to get themselves into the zone itself, but now, of course, find themselves out in the open, and of course, only vehicle to there to help them along with that. When it comes down to the players of course, Oxygen Esports, they have been sent back in the lobby, but not before they could have thrown a nade. That has, of course, resulted in NRZ not having a better half of this fight. There is Bad Boy, who is right next to his teammate, who should be able to get that revival done, but it is Unstoppable X, all 4 players chiming in to take the better half of this fight, and this is now annihilation that could be anticipated from the side of NRZ.
I mean, unstoppable, looking pretty much unstoppable. Now all the 4 players are charging in onto the last player, that is Bad Boy still surviving. And Bad Boy is certainly gonna be the poor boy in all these fights because he was the last player. His I saw 4 players charging you onto them. It's then where you get to tell your nerves what's the case. On the other hand, it's a fight that is also erupting between one team, and that is gonna be of Rude Dude. And this was the thing that we were talking about. 15 meter is what Unstoppable needs to make an entry into the zone. But before that, they are making sure that they get the most of the advantage that they can take from these compounds, from these fortified areas, because it's a single compound that is still holding the edge of the circle. On the other hand, it's Dodo that is still surviving, just crawling in, making sure that gets the important placement points. 2 kill is what they have been able to secure till now, but Unstoppable, they are looking pretty much unstoppable for now because the player are in completely different mode. All they just are looking for and at is to get more and more kills, and they are certainly got to eliminate the rest of the team. And we are finally down to the 3 teams with 7 players alive, where Unstoppable has a numbers advantage. Unfortunately, I guess they need to get away from that one compound, but we get to see one more compound in the same vicinity, in the same proximity, and this is where Unstoppable will be taking the name, and that's a huge advantage, and they need to capitalize onto that, but instead of which are making them pay, that if they're holding the compound, we are still those snakes that can still bite you away from that 50 meters. Some players were knocked down, but then the revival will be given them. 15 kill is what they have been able to secure, and out of the 15, it's 4 going into the name of Claw.
Well. With that, it is Circle that's going to be favoring Unstoppable once again. Sleepy 69 from 69 official will not be able to take this onslaught for long. He certainly does have 2 more kits, but that is not really going to help him out because, after all, the first aid, which is still there, will only give him that many more seconds, but not that many more placement points, as that will be the end of 69 official. And once again, what an amazing